If the bride of the Messiah is not born with satanic lineage, then there is no restoration of the human race. If mother was born sinless, then she is the Messiah who restored and forgave father. This is the Han Mother's new sinless only begotten theology. This is a new theology. We need to understand this. This is not a biblical theology, and it's not a principled theology. Then in October 2014, Mother proclaimed, "Nobody educated me. You cannot say that God's only begotten Son educated God's only begotten daughter." Now, I thought about this statement, and I thought, what is Mother saying? Okay, she's saying, no one educated me. Can I say something about this, by the way? Somebody who says, I mean, first of all, what did Father say about a person of wisdom? Okay, a person of wisdom is learning from everybody all the time. Okay, a truly wise, educated person. You know, some people think the purpose of going to college or university is so you can become really smart and know everything. Truly educated people that I've met, they don't brag about how much they know, because most of them, by studying, they realized how much they don't know. A truly wise, educated person knows that the more they study, they realize the limits of human knowledge. That is a truly wise person, actually. So this is a remarkable statement. For someone to say, nobody educated me, that is a foolish statement, actually. It's a foolish statement because we should be learning from everybody. Okay. And then secondly, when Mother says, you cannot say that God's only begotten Son educated God's only begotten daughter, she's actually saying that that would be an insult. And then my question is, why would Mother think that it would be an insult to be educated by, God's Son, the Messiah, Christ, her husband? You know, my wife educates me about a lot of things. I hope I educate you, Miho, sometimes too. I mean, it's a very unusual statement. It sounds like she doesn't want to admit something, or she's angry, or do you know what I mean? There's something there. Okay. And she said, 2013, when I first met Father, I already knew the providential history and the providence of restoration through indemnity. So she already knew everything when she met Father. I had not studied the divine principle, yet I just knew it. Father absolutely needs my power in order to be victorious as Lord of the second advent. Okay. I mean, and look, I'm not denying that Mother was prepared. Father said that she was prepared. Okay. Father praised her. Father loved her and praised her as an extraordinary woman. What did Father say about this issue? The first 7 years after the holy wedding ceremony were the period to raise up Mother with heavenly education. That's what Father said. Maybe Mother didn't think she was being educated, but Father thought she was. So, and then I thought about this. We have to find out who is this nobody who educated Mother. She said nobody educated her. Who is nobody? Who is he? We need to find out. Who is this person who Mother says educated her? I found out. That's who it is. That's nobody. A marriage ceremony was held on January 18, 2012 at the Chunjungun Palace, which was officiated by Hyunam Kim, between mother and, quote, God, without father present. When father learned about this, he quickly came back from Yosu to lead the morning hundake the next morning. He angrily demanded that mother and 4 church leaders pledge absolute obedience to him. Now, I want to read to you, these are unofficial notes from that hundake on January 19th, 2012. And some people might say, well, these are not official notes, and I agree. So anybody who's concerned about this issue, and this is a very important issue as to what Father said on January 19th, 2012, then I hope all the Family Federation leaders will join me in calling for the release of the unedited video of Father's words on that morning. So Dr. Balcom, join with me. Dr. Wilson, join with me, and let's release the video so we can see exactly what Father said instead of covering it up so that nobody knows. Okay, so I'm going to read this. You know, it's a little bit detailed, but I think it's very important for all of us to know. So it says, as usual this day, also after the hundake reading, True Father spoke. But what was unusual was that his talk was about True Mother. His words were frank and painful, filled with fire and regrets. Those present were embarrassed. Here are some of his points. True parents of heaven, earth, and humankind is not 2 as father and mother, but 1. Mother is Father's platform. Just eating with and following Father around does not automatically make her true mother. Acting separately will cause doom and death. Those who do not respond to Father and just hang around Mother are villains. Do not brag about Anju, Mother's hometown, and the family name Han. If you do that, you do not become true mother. Mother is going her own way like a demon. She's not walking the same road as Father. You villains, true children, executive aides, and church leaders mentioned by name, are following Mother and walking a different path than me. Villains. Anybody who follows Mother and thinks he does not need Father is a rootless demon. Rootless. Thank you. Only Heavenly Father is with lonely Father. For mothers say, don't listen to Father, listen to me, is more frightening than Lucifer. I am all alone now. I don't have any sons or daughters. Mother plays her own game. When Hyojin was alive, he said to me, Father, I feel sorry for you. Why is Mother not listening to you and doing her own thing? True Father proclaimed, from this time on, Mother has to absolutely obey Father. Then Father asked Mother, who was sitting next to him, to stand up and go in front of the table and face Father. Then True Father called 4 leaders by name to the front to make a line behind True Mother and made all raise hands, including all the hundake participants, to pledge absolute obedience. True Father repeatedly urged True Mother to answer yes. He then asked everyone to raise their hands and clap to confirm they knew Father's will and seal the special ceremony. So this is a very painful situation, but in my opinion, you can see that Father was trying to save Mother. He was trying to help her to do the right thing because Father knew exactly what was going on, even though they tried to hide it from him. Okay, so Was this January 18, 2012 marriage ceremony conducted without his involvement the reason why Father canceled the perfection level blessing that was planned for his birthday just 10 days later? And the reason that he gave Mother one more year to achieve unity with him? Was this marriage ceremony why Father refused to release the royal seals in late July, a few weeks before he passed on to the spirit world? So I'd like to play a video right now of Father's words. He was explaining that he would not, Hyunam Kim and Mother were pushing Father to release these royal seals, and he refused to do it. So let's play that. As of now, there hasn't been the owner of the royal seals yet. Why? It's because the God of night and the God of day are still fighting. Okay, the God of day, representing Mother, and the God of night, to which Father is directly relating, are still fighting. That's what Father's saying. And then this is an amazing situation. Father gave a speech on July 16, 2012. It was for the Able Women's UN Assembly speech. And he's actually reading from the written text, and then all of a sudden he starts to say some shocking words. Let's play that video. I raised up Mother, but now there is no Mother. There's no one in the position of Reverend Moon's wife. When Mother's acting as she pleases, whatever she wants, she does. Okay, and then Father continued to read the speech. So, on December 6, 2015, Mother says, there are 7 billion people in the world, but how is it that you met me? Blessed families have been made through me, right? Okay, someone's missing in that statement? Okay. On February 25th, 2017, Mother declared to 1,200 university students, I have walked this path alone for 57 years. Isn't that a curious statement? You know, I mean, let me just say something about this. You know, if Mother had said, look, Father did everything he could to guide and help me, to raise me up and to support me, but there were certain things that Father could not help me with. I had to overcome by myself those things. I would have no complaint with that. I would not be complaining about that, but that's not what she's saying here. And then in March 31st, you know, less than 2 months ago, actually like 40 days ago, Mother said, of all humanity, the only one who knew of God as Father was me and Jesus. You know, this is a remarkable thing, for Mother to be saying. Okay. If you watch any of Mrs. Kong's testimonies in the King's Report, you would know that Mrs. Kong, Father's first disciple in South Korea, speaks more about True Father even in one of her talks and with more feeling than in all of Mother's speeches after his ascending.